Boys did that well. Well, that's certainly beautifully timed, and that will go all the way for 4.
Hey cricket fans, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're turning back the clock to one of the most legendary test series ever played. India's 2003 tour of Australia. It was a clash of titans, a battle of wills, and a showcase of some of the greatest cricketing talent the world has ever seen. From fearless declarations to marathon innings, from stunning comebacks to heartbreaking defeats, this series had it all. Was it truly the greatest test series of all time? That's a question we'll try to answer as we break down the drama, the heroes, the controversies, and the unforgettable moments that made this series so special. So buckle up and get ready to relive the magic of 2003. Setting the stage.
It's pushed that firmly towards mid-on, and that's good enough for Matthew Hayden.
Going into 2003, Australia was the undisputed king of cricket. Led by Steve Waugh, they were an absolute juggernaut, having won 16 consecutive test matches and the previous 2 World Cups. India, on the other hand, had a reputation for struggling down under, having never won a test series in Australia. But this Indian team was different. They had a fearless captain in Sourav Ganguly, batting legends like Sachin Tendulkar and Rahul Dravid, and a bowling attack that was starting to find its groove with the likes of Zaheer Khan and Anil Kumble. The stage was set for a thrilling encounter between the 2 cricketing powerhouses, and the Border Gavaskar Trophy promised to be a contest for the ages. Brisbane, the declaration that shocked the world. The first test in Brisbane set the tone for the series. Australia, boasting their formidable batting lineup, posted a solid 323 in the first innings. However, India's bowlers, led by Zaheer Khan, showed resilience and kept the hosts in check. When India found themselves at a precarious 73-2 on the final day, their captain, Sourav Ganguly, made a bold and unexpected move. He declared, setting Australia a target of 199 runs in the remaining overs. A draw seemed inevitable, but that declaration ignited a fire within both teams. Australia, sensing an opportunity, went for the win, while India fought tooth and nail to defend their total. The match ultimately ended in a draw, but it was far from a stalemate. Ganguly's audacious declaration had injected a newfound aggression and belief into the Indian team. It was a psychological victory that sent a message to the Australians. This Indian team was not here to simply compete, they were here to win. The stage was set for a riveting series, and the Brisbane test had merely served as an electrifying prelude. Adelaide, Dravid's epic and India's historic win. Adelaide was where the series truly exploded. The Australians, known for their aggressive batting, piled on a mammoth 556 runs in their first innings. However, India refused to be intimidated. Led by Rahul Dravid's colossal 233 runs, a masterclass in concentration and technique, India responded with a staggering 523. The match was on a knife edge, the pendulum swinging with each ball. Then, with the target in sight and the tension palpable, Dravid, the epitome of resilience, stood tall once again. His unbeaten 72 in the second innings steered India to a historic win, ending a 22-year drought on Australian soil. The Adelaide Oval erupted in jubilation as the Indian players celebrated their remarkable achievement. Dravid's heroics had etched his name into the annals of Indian cricketing history, and the team's victory had sent shockwaves through the cricketing world. This was not just a win, it was a statement of intent, a declaration that India had arrived on the world stage as a force to be reckoned with. Melbourne, Australia strikes back. The Aussies, stung by their unexpected loss in Adelaide, were not going down without a fight. In the Boxing Day test at Melbourne, their captain, Ricky Ponting, rose to the occasion with a masterful 257-run innings, showcasing his immense batting prowess and leadership qualities. His double century, complemented by solid contributions from his teammates, propelled Australia to a massive win, reminding the world of their dominance in Test cricket. It was a stark reminder to India that despite their recent success, the series was far from over, and the Australians were more than capable of bouncing back. Sydney, Tendulkar's self-restraint and the draw. The final test in Sydney was a fitting end to an epic series. Sachin Tendulkar, after a string of low scores, decided to curb his natural instincts and leave anything outside off stump. The result? An unbeaten 241, his highest score in Australia at the time. This act of discipline symbolized India's resilience and determination. The match ended in a draw, and India retained the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Why this series was special? So, was this the greatest Test series ever? Let's look at why it's in the conversation. David versus Goliath. An underdog Indian team took on the mighty Australians and didn't back down. Individual brilliance: Dravid, Tendulkar, Ganguly, Laxman, Ponting. The series was a showcase of legendary talent. Tactical battles. From Ganguly's declaration to Tendulkar's change in approach, the series was full of fascinating tactical decisions. Emotional roller coaster. The series had everything: nail-biting finishes, stunning comebacks, and moments that made you leap out of your seat. The legacy of the series. The 2003 Cricket World Cup, where India finished as runners-up, left an indelible mark on Indian cricket. The team's stellar performance throughout the tournament demonstrated that India was no longer an underdog, but a force to be reckoned with on the global stage. Even though they fell short in the final against a dominant Australian side, their journey to the final inspired a generation of young cricketers. These aspiring athletes saw in the 2003 team a reflection of their own dreams and aspirations. The exploits of players like Sachin Tendulkar, Virender Sehwag, and Zahir Khan fueled the passion for cricket across the country. The World Cup became more than just a sport. It became a unifying force, fostering a sense of national pride and identity. This fervor for cricket in India continues to this day, filling stadiums, inspiring countless young talents, and solidifying cricket's status as more than just a game. It's an integral part of India's cultural fabric. Other contenders for greatest series. While the 2003 Cricket World Cup remains a strong contender for the title of greatest series, cricket history is replete with epic clashes. The 2005 Ashes, a tightly contested series between England and Australia, featured nail-biting finishes and unforgettable individual performances, solidifying its place in cricket folklore. The 1990s witnessed legendary battles between Australia and the West Indies, two dominant teams brimming with raw aggression and unmatched talent, captivating fans worldwide. The 1999 India-Pakistan series, played amidst high stakes and political tensions, created an unforgettable chapter in cricket history, with its intense rivalry and dramatic moments on and off the field. Each of these series has contributed to cricket's rich tapestry, providing fans with countless memorable moments and legendary performances. The debate continues. The debate over the greatest Test series ever will likely never be settled. There are simply too many variables to consider, and everyone has their own personal preferences. But one thing is for sure, the 2003 India vs Australia series will always hold a special place in the hearts of cricket fans around the world. It was a series that had it all: drama, skill, passion, and a touch of magic. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2003 India vs Australia Test series. Remember to share your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know what other classic series you'd like me to cover. Until next time, keep the spirit of cricket alive.